I'm always, I know for you it's like a job and it's easy, but I'm always astonished about how you can make a difference between such a bad character as in Devil's Double, bad and good, and this one, which is kind of, and has to be very old-fashioned good guy. How difficult is it?
Well, there's such different worlds, really, that you can decipher them very easily in your head. You feel very removed from if you're doing one at the same time, you can kind of just change or put yourself into different sections of brain to think about who you are actually playing. And it's very, if you are inhabiting a role completely and utterly like you would when you're playing Saddam Hussein's son or something, and his body double, you're so immersed in it and you're there so often that that's the way you start kind of behaving. I mean, it's sort of psychotic in a way, and it's but then to do something like this is a totally different technique and a different, but also brings up many challenges, but different ones. But in a way, that's kind of the beauty of it. And if you can't do that, that's where you draw your excitement from, to change and your persona and your physicality and your just to suspend disbelief for an audience. I mean, that's what your aim is, and in the hope. You know, with something like Devil's Double, I had to play two roles, which were extraordinarily different. And if an audience for 1 minute thinks that it's just the same guy running around, then the whole concept of the film falls to pieces. With something like Captain America, you're entering a world which has been so previously thought about by so many people that there's a lot of trepidation as you approach it, but ultimately you have an idea of what the director wants and how the producers see it with such passion and devotion, and you just do it to the best of your ability and hope that what you've come up with, having learnt a fair bit about how they see this person, is right.
And also, Joe Johnston approaches the movie as an audience point of view as a very old-fashioned way, in a good way. I mean, he's trying to respect what was done before in the genre. And does that change anything for you? I mean, do you have to keep the character in tracks?
Yeah, the era was really specific with how he speaks, what he's passionate about. What was wonderful about Joe is that the environment with which these characters existed was how people in those times presumed the future would be. What was futuristic then? And it's a really hard concept to get your head around when you are living in the future. I loved all, and because I think he comes from a very creative world of cinema design, that he was really passionate and very particular about how things did look. And yeah, the character in terms of he's this wonderful entrepreneur and inventor and ladies' man, but he has to be very specific to that time and how he speaks and how he talks to other people, which is why when someone says, well, did you see how Robert Downey Jr. did Tony Stark? Was that inspired? But actually it's a different time, and the character has a very different purpose within the film.
And he's kind of the father of Iron Man, if I got it right.
He's the father, yeah, he's the father, yeah. I don't know when that happens, but...
Yeah, it's not with...
Peggy.
No.
That's what I think. In my head it is.
You see? Devil's Double consequences.